let's talk about art journaling. So for years and years, I mean, ever since I was 13 years old, I journaled. I've been journaling my entire life. And that is wonderful and it's great. But when I was in true crisis after my divorce, something changed because I had found kind of a creative spark in me, and something made me change the way I was journaling. Instead of writing, one day I just started drawing. And it wasn't that I was drawing like a perfect scene or anything. I was kind of drawing like creatures that were in the situation that I was trying to get off my mind. And the crazy thing about this is that once I had the image of what I wanted to let go of on paper, I was able to see it from the perspective of another person. So, as if someone tells you, a friend tells you what they're going through, and you're like, why don't you just do this? I mean, it's so simple when someone else tells you what they're going through, and that you are so easily able to give advice. That's kind of the same thing that happens when you art journal. So you draw the situation, and as you have it on paper, you step away from it and you see it from another perspective. Maybe something that you didn't see when you were in it, when you were involved and enveloped in it. And what happens is that you can create different scenarios as to what to do with this thing. And even if nothing happens, you get to see it from a different perspective. You get to see it from the outside instead of from the inside. And maybe it takes a few times of drawing the same thing in order for you to get over it. So that is the number one reason that I art journal. Second part that is amazing is that drawing brings you way back to when you were a little kid. So you tap into that inner child. Remember that inner child? Remember that little kid? Everyone could draw in kindergarten. There was not one person that said, I can't draw. Even if it was just scribbling on a piece of paper with different colors, everyone could draw. It was a magical and wonderful experience that everyone looked forward to every day. So imagine tapping into that on a daily basis as a kid through your inner child, kind of that raw movement of your arms, which is different than when you're just writing words. And also, if you use color and you use creativity and imagination, you're tapping into a whole other world. So that is the other part of why art journaling is so valuable. And I highly recommend it. If you haven't started, do it. Even if it's not every day, even if it's just one drawing every so often when you're having a hard time, do it. It's amazing.